I want to talk about being told that you're too much because I heard it my whole life and I want to offer a different perspective on what it actually means. For a very long time, I actually ended up believing that I was too much. Too sensitive, too emotional, too intense, too honest, too loud. Too much, mate, just too much. Tone it down. And here's what I think that too much actually means, right? Because I think it's definitely not what we're taught that it means. Being told you're too much is almost always just more about information of the person who's saying it, right? And it's never about you, right? It's your presence, your energy, your honesty, your depth is more than that person knows how to hold. It exceeds their capacity limit. It simply means that it's more than what they are comfortable with what their system has the ability to meet. And that right there is their limitation, not your excess. And the tragedy, the real tragedy, is that so many of us take that information and feedback and we internalize it as truth. We just start shrinking, muting, editing, performing a smaller, quieter, more manageable version of ourselves that causes less discomfort to the people around us. And we do it so consistently and for so long, we end up forgetting what the unedited version of us really is. And then we just lose the thread back to ourselves, which inevitably, well, for me anyway, meant spending years in healing, right? Trying to find it again. Like what? Here's what I know. The things that I was told are too much were also my greatest gifts. My sensitivity was my signal. My intensity was my aliveness, and my honesty was my integrity. My depth was my capacity to be able to connect with people in ways that conversations almost always never reach. And fact, the world doesn't need you smaller, it needs you to be real. And the people who can actually hold you, the real you, the unedited version, they do exist, they're out there. And they will absolutely never tell you that you're too much. On the contrary, they encourage that shit loud, over a loudspeaker. So, it's time to stop that shit. Mwah.